it's your girl Ky'mari. I'm here with another story time. I'm not stalling. You're not waiting. So let's get into the video. I forgot my intro. It's been a minute, y'all. It's been like a month or 2 or 3. No, it's been like a month that I haven't posted. Honestly, I don't have an excuse, and I'm not supposed to be stalling, but I'm gonna stall a little bit, y'all. I swear, like, I just been trying to adjust. I've been trying to adjust, and I was like, recently I was like, I've been really bored on my off days, so I just need to start back doing my YouTube. Duh. Edit some videos, make a video, you know. So yeah, I'm sick redoing the story time, but that don't matter, because I feel like I can go back, I can go into more details a little bit, and I can like reset it all. So we're gonna do that. Cool. So one day, this was close to my birthday, and I was sending my homegirl my outfit ideas for my birthday or whatever, and she was helping me out, and she had told me that she was going out there. So I was like, ooh, you going out? She's like, you wanna come? I'm like, yes, please take me out with you, girl. I ain't been out in a little bit, or maybe I haven't. I don't know. I don't think I have been out in a little bit since then. I don't know. So I'm like, let's go out. So I ended up showing her my stuff for my birthday, and then I ended up showing her what I'm gonna wear when we go out to get approved or whatever. So we go out. It's cool. I seen the security guard. He was standing like on the stage, but the stage had like stairs stacked up, and I was like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna go make him down. And her and her sister, they was kind of like go do it. And so I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go do it, because it did take me a little bit, because I was kind of stalling, I'm not gonna lie. So I went, and this man gonna tell me, I went up to him, I was like, you got a girlfriend? He was like, I got 2. I said, huh? He was like, I'm in a poly. I said, oh, okay, never mind. And I got up off that motherfucking stage. And then, mind you, how it was, people was in front of the stage dancing, vibing. So, like, people are seeing me do this. It's not discreet. So I was a little like, I got gone though. So cool. It was this one dude who kept looking at me while I was there. Like, he was looking at me, and I was looking at him, and I was thinking, oh, I was looking at you, and you was looking at me, and we was thinking, whoa, 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 whoa. So I was like, I don't know if I want to try to talk to somebody else, but was in my system, like a lot. So we was outside. Oh, sorry, I'm skipping a part. So what made us go outside was the dude that was looking at me. He was looking at me before I went up to the security guard. So he had left. And I don't know where he had went, but he had left out, and I did that, and so he was gone. He didn't see me do this. I end up walking with my friends to like the front-ish, like in the middle, kind of, because we was in a certain part of the club. So we was going to another part of the club, and we see some girls fighting. So my scary butt, I start running with other people, because y'all, I'm scary, and I got pew before, and I was scared. So when people run, you run, boo, like what? So they was just fighting though. And we end up like, my friend's like, come on lady, let's go out, let's leave, or whatever. So we leave out, and we standing outside being messy. This dude recording. There's one girl out there that was fighting. She was like, I need my one. The police like, we finna take her to jail right now. Da, da, da. And she like, I don't care. So he like, all right, put your hands behind your back. And then my friend's like, no, let her. She ain't even do nothing yet. So yeah, that was that. So a little bit after that, the dude had ended up coming outside, and then my friend was like, there you go, buddy. And I was like, I went up to him, and I was like, what's your name? And so he told me his name. And his name correlated to a dance that was viral or has been viral for a long time. So I started doing a dance. He started laughing. So we started chatting. We're talking. He telling me how old he is, all that stuff. We having that, like kind of slick get to know each other outside the club. But it was kind of chilly outside. So we talking, and he moved his arm. Smell a little must. I'm like, hold up. We was just in the club. People get hot. I have to take my glasses off, because like it's bothering my head. I don't know. These are new glasses too, by the way. I have to take them off. Anyways, so I'm like, it's a little musty. So I'm ignoring it because we just left at the club and it be hot in there, we be sweating. Like, mind you, we leaving the club about like 2, 3 in the morning. Like, it's late, so ain't no telling how long. The club opened at like what, 9, 10ish, around there. So ain't no telling how long you been out in this heat. I don't know. But he had just told me he had left the gym and came to the club, and I was like, why didn't you go home and shower if you didn't do that? If like, I'm just trying to figure out why he must. Honestly, that's really what it was. Cool. I ended up getting his information. My homegirl, like, okay, let's go. We're walking down the street, I guess you can say. But it's like all in one area. So it's really not down the street. But you walking in the parking lot, we're going to our cars. So he kind of walking with us. And I'm like, I think he told me to text him, or I was like, I'm going to text you, or something like that. And I had one part of my ways, or with my homegirl, we're going to the car. This is a side note. This has nothing to do with the man. I didn't give him a name, but we're going to call him Musty because that's what he was. I didn't give him So, it was this Mexican dude and this other black guy. They was not friends. I thought they was friends. The Mexican guy was trying to show out his car to us. And then the black dude was trying to make me down after the Mexican guy was trying to make me down. It was a lot going on. We left. I ended up texting him after when I had got home. Or I had went to the gas station. I stopped at the gas station by my house, and I was like, oh, I texted him on Instagram. I was like, oh, did you get home? Because he gave me his Instagram, and I gave him my number. So I had his Instagram, but I didn't have his number because he didn't text me yet. So I was like, oh, did you make it home? And he was like, yeah, he did. So he ended up texting my number. So when I had got home, okay, and then we had ended up getting on the phone and stuff. We had got on the phone for like, we got on the phone to the next day. And like until like 3 or 1, some shit like that. Like it was like to the next day, cause I had to stand on the phone with him. Cause like I had got home at like 5, and I had to go get my nieces at 6 to babysit them. So, or I got home at like 4, and I had to go get them at like 6 or 7. It was somewhere between 4 and 7 that I had to go get my nieces. And well, obviously not 4 in the morning, but you know what I'm saying? Like I was up from that time, and like in between that time I had to go get them. And he was like, you might as well just stay up, like just stay up, go get them, and then sleep. So that's what I did. I ended up staying up, talking to him on the phone, and then I ended up going to get my nieces while I was on the phone with him. I think he had went to sleep, or we wasn't talking, so I think he was up the whole time. He had just muted himself. And then when he heard me like moving, I guess, and talking and stuff to my nieces, that's when he had got back on the phone and like he was talking. So then when I got home, I had knocked out. And I had ended up hanging up later on when I had to drop my nieces off, like later on in the day when my sister got off work. That was cool. So I'm like, okay, just done. So next thing, okay, we talking. That day that we were talking about going to get something to eat or something. Mind you, this man telling me he worked at some type of warehouse. Y'all, honestly, now looking back, I don't think he ever worked in a warehouse and no shit. That's a side note. Let me get there. So we talk about this, cool. Like 2 days go by, and he like, I don't know, I think I initiated the pull up, probably, it don't matter. So I put up on him. He like, oh, drop me up to the gas station. Mind you, it's not like he don't have a car. He has a car. So he like dropped him up to the gas station. I'm like, cool. So I dropped him up to the gas station. They ain't have what he wanted. I needed air in my tire too, so I didn't mind going to the gas station because he was gonna put air, because I was gonna have him put air in my tire, which I did have him put air in my tire. And then we had to drive to the second gas station because, like I said, they didn't have what he wanted. So we do that. We go back to his stuff, and then he was like, "Oh, can I like my black in your car?" And I'm like, "No." Which the black rapper my cousin found later on was like, "You smell black?" So I was like, "No, that was a dude's." Side note again, we ended up going to get in his car, and we was like, you know, blowing it down. Not a black, y'all. I was not hitting the black. I was hitting other stuff, some tree, and it was cool. We was talking. What do I smell again? Musk. Actually, I smelled it when I didn't smell no musk when I first got into it, when he first got in my car, but I did smell a smell. But like when we was in his car, he started moving around, and I smell it, and I'm like, okay, this is the second time. I was like, I'm not messing with him. So we ended up having a conversation about TikTok. I found out that he be on TikTok live. And I ended up following him on TikTok, and he had followers or whatever, and I was just like, he be on TikTok live with bitches. I don't like that. I don't like that. So I leave with him, cool, whatever. I don't even know if we got on the phone. Yeah, we did get on the phone that night when I had left from him. After we smoked and stuff. After we blew down and stuff. So I ended up scheduling some with my cousin to go out to eat, chat, cool stuff. And what happened? I was telling her about him, and then I'm like, okay, if I scroll on my TikTok right now, I'm gonna see him. And I was telling her about the stuff where he smelled musty, and I want to tell him, like, what's up with that? So she like, yeah, you should say something. And I'm telling her, like, what should I say? I don't want to be rude, but I want to tell him, like, you need to fix it, because I don't deal with all that musty shit. And look, what do I look like trying to be a problem solver? That's my problem. I'm always trying to solve some shit. Like, girl, if he musty, let that musty have to come on. Like, actually, I'm so mad that I even tried to tell a man that he was musty. Like, you know you musty, gang. Come on now, for real. So I ended up texting him that day while I was out to eat with my cousin, telling him that. But I had time to, like, not unsend it, but make the message blank. Because I ended up scrolling on TikTok and seeing him on live with a girl. And the girl, she left. Like, okay, so the way it was the way it worked, me seeing him on TikTok live, was I would scroll and I would just see him because we followed each other. So I didn't have to click on his live and he wouldn't know I would be watching. Let me be clear, I wasn't just stalking the man, but sometimes I would see him on my For You page on live, and I wouldn't just like click on it or just watch it for a long time. Like, that's weird. I wouldn't do that. But this particular time with my cousin, and then we're literally looking at it. So the girl leaves. He's like, oh no, I need that. I'm not even going into detail about the conversations that we had, but just know that I was like, this nigga lying at me. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, child, I ended up clicking on his live and saying, oh yeah, you're done. So he ended up texting me back, and he tried to call me, and I wasn't answering the phone because I'm like, nah, I ain't got nothing to say to this man. He done, like, it's over with. Like, you on live talking, yeah, you already didn't like, I don't like all that. So that was that, right? I was done talking to him, right? I had went to this Q party. My sister had knew who the dudes was that was hosting it. Cool, we went. We go there. That's I guess I can't say what I did in there. So y'all, like I said, I am traumatized. It was a loud motorcycle. It made a loud noise, and I started running. That was the first run. The second run was when people start fighting, and they was pushing us. Like, there was a lot of us in there, so they started pushing us, and everybody started moving. So I started running. Everybody started running. I'm running over chairs. My cousin's like, Madison, stop. I'm running over chairs, boo. Like, I didn't fail. I didn't make an even louder noise. Everybody started running even more. I started getting up, running with them. Whole time I'm the noise calls. So mind you, I ran outside the building, and I see him, Musty. I'm like, Musty. He turned around. He's like, oh, what's up? I'm like, what you doing after this? He's like, oh, I think he told me he didn't know. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna text you. He's like, all right, cool. So I ended up going with my sister back to her stuff. I'm on the phone with him talking stuff. I'm like, yeah, you be having me messed up. I ain't never said nothing about him being musty when I should have. Like, Madison, like, mind y'all, I never talked to no dude. Like, it's the first time for everything. I never talked to no musty dude. Like, I never talked to nobody be musty. I'm thinking this one time, 2 times. I think you just be musty. You just be sweaty. No, niggas is musty. But, so, what happened? So, I had, he thought I was finna pull up to the club. And I was like, I'm not driving over there. Like, I'm all the way over here. I'm not going over there. And I'm gonna have to go back home. I ain't doing all that. And I'm teed up. So, I ain't doing that. So, that didn't happen. Cool. Next morning, I went to a different city. And he had ended up calling me. I'm with my people. He like, oh, what's up with you? And I'm like, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't really best with you, dude. mind you, like I said, I was teed up the night before. So this morning, I'm really like, oh, what was you doing? That's how I was feeling. I was like, what was you doing, Madison? So I wasn't really like, you know, messing with the vibe. So I'm telling him, like, I ain't gonna lie, I don't really mess with you as a person. Like, I ain't really messing with it, I ain't gonna lie. So he's like, oh, what did I do? Da, da, da. And I'm telling him, like, you musty. I ain't telling him he musty, but like, that's what I'm thinking in my head. Like, bro, like, I can't do it. So I ended up hanging up the phone on him. Cool. That was the end of it. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Okay, so boom, 2 days after, my sister had a photo shoot. I'm with both my sisters. So one of them having a photo shoot, the other one just like telling her how to pose, da da da. I'm just there, honestly. I'm just there for more support. After that, we would go out to eat and stuff. And I literally walk in. I tell my sister, I said, bro, that's the musty dude. He's literally right there. Mind you, this is the same sister that was with me when I went outside and I was telling her and I was on the phone with him. Because he might tell me he got me messed up, but she was right there. So I told my sister, like, that's him. She's like looking at him. I said, close your mouth. Stop making me mad, for real. Don't make me mad. You're making it very obvious that we sitting over here talk about this boy. So she told me while we sitting down, he kept looking over there, da da da. Cool, we ended up leaving. That was the end of it, for real. That was the end of it. So one day I'm outside with my sister. We at the bar. We not at the club, we at the bar. I'm in line. He walk up behind me with his homegirls. I didn't even look at him. I ain't even, you know what I'm saying? I'm not checking with this man. So he was like, he said my name. And I was like, I'll turn around. He was like, what's up? I was like, what's up? He's like, don't act like that, saying. I ain't acting like nothing. I said, what's up? Because I ain't got nothing to say to you. What? So cool. That night we ain't saying nothing to each other. Later on, I go out with my cousin. We at the bar again, the same bar. He's there. He come up to me. His homeboy was talking to my cousin, and he started talking to me. He's intoxicated AF, and he's like, oh, he just saying stuff to me. He's like, oh, put my number back in your phone. I miss you. Da 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 da. And I'm just like, I'm curving him. I'm like, nah, I ain't know that. Like, I ain't trying to do that. Cause like, what? Mind you, when I forgot to say this, I'm sorry. When I saw him at that first party after I didn't talk to him, he was musty. He's in my face now. He's musty. I'm not doing this. I knew when you was at that thing, at that place where we was out to eat, you was musty. You had the same outfit on. Mind you, he's had the same outfits on. Same shirts, same shoes, same pants, if I can recall, unless they all look alike, because same, like, niggas musty. So I'm just telling him, no, mind you, he's drunk AF. I don't really do well with drunk men. I just try to be very chill. I don't try to make them angry or nothing because I'm scared. So he's sitting here just saying all this stuff, and he's like, I want to eat your eat and all this stuff. Mind you, never did nothing with this man. So I was like, oh, no, actually, you ever even look at her? No, what? No. So we end up leaving from over there, cool. Honestly, the rest of the night is a whole nother story time. It don't really have nothing to do with him. He is in it a little bit, but it really don't have nothing to do with him too much. That was the end of it. That was my last time seeing that man, and I hope I never... Honestly, I'm probably gonna see him again. I probably am. No shit. Like, I probably am, but stop talking to me. Musty. I just want to know, your homegirls be around you. Your homeboys be around you. I don't even know if he got any homeboys for real. Your mama and your sister be around you. You still be musty. So they know you smell like that. And they don't say nothing to you, or they do, or you just don't care. But honestly, for real, like, that's it for the story time, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you. Bye.